Caleruega dates its origins back to around the 10th century, in the early stages of the Reconquest, as a walled town whose group of houses were gathered together around the Tower of the Guzmans. The first settlers of these lands were Asturians and Basques, who gave Caleruega its name, which means land of lime. A recent find of a limestone dolmen has been of great significance to Caleruega's historical heritage. It may also be the origin of its name and belongs in date to the Neolithic period of the 4th millennium BC, making it about 6,000 years old. Located next to the river Bañuelos at a place called La Pudia on the way to Clunia, it is close to other remains from Roman and Christian civilizations, revealing the succession of cultures that passed through here, which turns this whole district into an area of special interest for its nature and countryside. The course of this town's development is connected to the figure of Santo Domingo de Guzman, who was born in Caleruega in 1170. The wealth of monuments linked to his personage is one of the most significant attractions of this small town, but furthermore it has led to it being twinned with the French village of Fanjul, where the Dominican founded the Pro monastery to combat the Carther heresy in 1207, and with the Italian city of Rieti, where his canonization by Pope Gregory IX took place in 1234. Caleruega came into existence as a modern urban centre with the disentailment, the sale of church property, in the second half of the 18th century. Up until then, land ownership was essentially in the hands of the Dominican mothers of the monastery, who held the feudal rights to the town. From then onwards, the residents of Caleruega and outsiders had access to land ownership that became widely distributed in the town, which had never had great aristocratic families in power, a point born out of the town's houses, as there are no large imposing residences, just a group of ordinary dwellings. Caleruega grew steadily after then, without significant demographic interruption, until it managed to surpass 1,000 inhabitants in 1950. Even then, the Civil War did not have a great demographic impact. However, due to the move away from the countryside and the fall in birth rate, which started in the 1970s, the population has been reduced. The efforts towards an economic upturn, brought on in particular by reclaiming the historical and social heritage locally, the plans for rural tourism with a new hotel, swimming pools, new walking routes, and especially its privileged position in an environment of indisputable historical, natural and ecological value have opened up new horizons for Caleruega at the start of the 21st century. Caleruega also has a covered sports hall, a library and a music hall, opened as a museum for the sculptor Ricardo Santamaria, a person very much admired by all the townspeople, who created important works of art carved in wood that are on show in this museum, as well as some stone sculptures displayed in various places around the town. They're all proof of his artistic talent. One of the tributaries of the Duero is the Gromejon, that passes through the town from its source at the Fuente de Cubo, and its banks provide the best recreation area for enjoying the natural environment to be found in Caleruega. Yet another reason for getting to know this small Castilian town.